Hello once again, and welcome to another Build a Terminator. We've hit parts 53 and 54, and maybe you'll be seeing this in less than 2 weeks after I recorded it. Oh my god, that was a ridiculous situation. I was trying for about a week to upload it, and it kept going up to 15% and then back down, and then I'd come back a day later and it would be about 20%, and then I'd refresh and then it would go up to about 14%. It was hopeless. So I eventually uploaded a YouTube video made on my digital camera, put onto my computer, put onto my phone, uploaded from my phone because the internet was being useless, or YouTube was. I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's hope it goes slightly smoother this week. Okay, it's no massive surprise that I'm still working on the pelvis, but also there's a part for the torso, so that's going to be interesting. So some gluing involved, unfortunately. I know I'm always complaining about glue, and yet saying that a model isn't a proper model unless you use some glue, so I'm a bit hypocritical there, but there you go. Okay, first stage. Are we ready for this? Got to take this piece and stick it in there. Exciting, eh? Push it as far as it will go. Well, that's as far as it will go, and then it just falls out again. And also I've seen people mention about this bit wobbling, but you know what? I don't really care, because it's not like this thing is going to be walking on its own, is it? It's going to be stood, attached permanently to a base in one position. So you can pose the top half, but probably not the lower half. So the legs are never going to be going anywhere, so there's not really an issue with these things wobbling. So I know there is a little fix that people have done, but it doesn't bother me, so good to leave it at that. The next part is equally exciting, people. We've got to take this piece here, stick some glue in each of the holes there, and fix it onto the side of that. Basically exactly the same thing as the other side. So it's going to match. Who'd have thought? Two matching sides of a pelvis. Look at that. Isn't that fun? That's my my super glued up finger. So that's gonna be fun to deal with for another night. I can never decide when I'm pulling it off which is my skin and which is the glue. Anyway, that's for me to deal with later. That's part 53 done. Just 2 things, or 1.5 things you could call that, because that's the only thing we actually did. The other bit was just sticking a bit of plastic into another bit of plastic, which is not the most exciting stage ever, but there you go. So next, on to 54, and a lot more plasticky piping. Alright, first it's sticking the inner muscle into the outer muscle, like so. Stick that through there, and next we are putting a little bit of glue around the edge of that bit there, and then we're putting it down here, pushing it into there, and hopefully once again we'll have no glue splatting at the side. But you just know now I've said that, that's what's going to happen. Well, there's a tiny bit. I've just realised to put my finger on part of it, so it's probably smudged somewhere. But anyway, that's in there now. Some more glue around the edge of this piece from the previous part, and stick it in the top there, and that will be nice and secure. Oh, some splatted out. I don't know if you can see that or make it out that that's what it is. It's some splatted out glue. But never mind. Like I said before, I'm just going to imagine that that's some kind of machine oil spilling out. Okay, finally, last part is pushing this bit into the ball socket, which is at the base of the pelvis, and pushing this part up, which came in this part, and doing the same the other side. Oh no, they're all wobbly. Who cares? You're never going to be... Like, why are you going to be jiggling that bit about exactly? Tell me that. So they're not solid, but it doesn't matter. Have you ever thought that maybe while the Terminator was moving, he needed complete flexibility in that area, because the spine is also flexible. So are you going to make a fix so that the spine doesn't move either? It doesn't really matter. Anyway, that was 53 and 54. Not a great deal to do, I admit, but that makes my editing job nice and easy, so I'm not too unhappy about that. Would have been nice to do some fiddly, tricky things, but there you go. We're having a rest from that. That being said, thank you very much for all your support. I'm only 2 away from my 250 goal, so I would be very grateful if so much as 2 more people would kindly subscribe. Thanks for everybody else who is subscribing. Thanks for your support. If you're watching, even if you're not watching, thanks for keeping my numbers up. 250 is my goal, and then I will announce my my next build, which I'm dying to get started, because the parts are starting to come in now, or starting to build up, because they haven't actually started it yet. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.